Hello there, today we are going to talk about colors in a very easy way. First thing first, I congratulate you guys for completing the beginner level. Now it's time to do something great, something unique, something which we can provide to the real world. Okay, so we will discuss about color theory. And color theory, let's discuss about the primary colors. So primary colors are the main colors that you cannot create by mixing other colors. They are red, blue and yellow, like different of all the other colors. It is the color that people will remember the most about your branding RF. It shows you the main personality of your product. To demonstrate it more perfectly, I have an example, the Choi AI UI kit. So in here, basically, I have the color palette over here. So colors are, you can see over here, we have the primary colors over here. These are some secondary colors, but I will definitely get into it later. But you can see over here we have used the primary color in our buttons and some of our cards and some of in our illustration as well. You can see over here in our design we have used the primary colors, not a lot, but you can see over here we have the primary colors, and the primary colors, the black and the yellow, are the main primary colors. So because of that, it gave us a branding, it gave us a complete unique touch of your website. Okay, now let's get into secondary colors. So secondary colors are made by mixing two primary colors. For example, red plus yellow makes orange. In UI/UX design, secondary colors support the primary color. They help in creating sections, backgrounds, buttons, or highlight that match the brand but don't overpower it. Okay, so if you can see over here in our Choi app, we have did the secondary colors and the tabs we did use. Even I go to the styling, you can see over here that I take this color as a secondary color. Okay, so I obviously use that in our button as well. You can see over here some of the buttons we provided a secondary color. Now even some of the section we provided a secondary colors. So you can see over here it look perfect. I don't know how it look to you guys, but it, with the help of those colors, it gave it a complete unique touch. Okay, so now you understand about the secondary color as well. And the best part, you don't need to memorize it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the complementary color. So complementary colors are the colors that are opposite to each other on the color wheel. We have the color which is opposite, and the color wheel are basically like the complementary colors of each other. Like right now, green and red are basically complementary colors. Then yellow and purple are the complementary colors. Okay, orange and blue is the complementary colors. So now you get the idea. Now let's talk about tetradic color. So four colors forming two complementary pair: red, green, blue, orange. So tetradic color are basically two complementary colors pair. For example, red and green over here are complementary color. Then we have blue and yellowish type, or we can call it orange, are the complementary colors. So those two pair form a tetradic shape. Okay, so they are basically n square. Now you will be wondering, like, what is this shape that I have used over here? So this is basically color wheel. This is the color wheel. Over here we have, this is the like secondary color of each other. This is the complementary colors. Sometimes we use complementary colors as a secondary color as well. So I hope you will get the idea. Okay, now the 6 elements of the colors. So we have value, saturation, neutral, temperature, texture and opacity. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. So again, you don't need to memorize it. Okay, Now let's discuss about value. So value refers to the lightness or darkness of color ranging from pure white, highest value, to pure black, lowest value. In UI UX design, ensure readability by creating sufficient contrast between text and background. For example, dark text on the light background. So it gives us a perfect idea to create, for a background. And for example, if we use a background and we use some certain text on it, certain shade on it, so we need to be able to see that perfectly. Okay, now it's time about saturation. So saturation describe the intensity or purity of a color ranging from vivid and vibrant to dull and muted. So basically, if you can see over here, this example, the saturation of this is, I think there is no saturation over here, then it increase to all the way over here. Okay, now let's talk about neutral colors. So neutral colors are non-intrusive shades like white, black, gray, beige, or earthy tones. And UI UX design provide balance by toning down light or highly saturated element. Okay, now we have the temperature as well. So temperature, we call it cool or warmness of the colors. So colors temperature refer to the warm, red, orange, yellow, and gold, or coolness, blue or green, teal, and purple of a color. And UI UX design set the tones to emotion, a feeling of design. Warm color, excitement; cool colors for professionalism. So now you understand about the colors as well, that some of the colors have different meaning. For example, from warm colors, red, orange, and yellow, and gold are basically, excitement colors. Okay, exciting colors. And cool colors, like used for professionalism. So now you have the idea. Now let's talk about texture. So texture refers to the perceived surface quality of a design element, such as smooth, rough, glossy, or matte. And UI UX design adds depth and realism, especially in the skeuomorphic or decorative design style. Now let's talk about opacity. So opacity refers to the transparency level of the color element, ranging from 0% to all the way 100%. Okay, and you know what's amazing? You don't need to memorize it. So now you have an idea about the opacity as well. For example, this is 100% opacity, almost 80 or 100%. Then we have the opacity, we decrease the opacity all the way to maybe 10% over here. Okay, now let's talk about RGB and CMYK. RGB is the color model based on 3 primary colors: red, green, and blue. By combining these colors, varying intensity from 0 to 255, it creates a wide range of colors. Okay, so basically RGB are used in digital screen, including website, apps, software. So right now, if you can see over here, the screen, it's in RGB, it's in red, green, and blue. Okay, and why? The reason it is important in UI UX design, because we are mainly working in RGB, right? So you need to understand that. Now CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. CMYK is subtractive colors model used in color printing. It's based on 4 primary ink color: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Actually, forget about the CMYK. Don't need to worry about it, because it's using in printing and we don't need to worry about. But at least as a designer, you need to understand what is CMYK and what is RGB. Okay, sometime people will ask you, so you need to understand it. Okay, so that's it. That's all about the colors. You could explore more about the colors online. If you do have anything in mind, feel free and reach out to us. And one other thing that I didn't explore you in the styling over here is these are different colors that we have used. For example, These are the primary colors, and over here we have give it primary hue, and hue is basically once we adding light to the color. Okay, over here we have the secondary color and we added hue into it as well. Then these are also important color because success, error and info color are important. We usually use green for success, red for error, and blue or purple for info. Okay, and now we have some other colors, some other accent color we have used over here. So we have neutral color over here as well, from white to all the way to the black. So I hope this video clear your mindset about the colors, and now let's do something great, something unique and something to the point. Thank you so much for sticking to the course.